Yo everyone, I've been getting a lot done this season, having a ton of fun and filling these vaults every Wednesday so I can put out these videos for you guys. I just want to take a second to shout out my Twitch, where the biggest thing holding you back from getting god tier loot like me from your vaults is whether or not you're following. So with that said, let's crack on. So this week we have 5 vaults to pop open. 3 of course having those juicy triple mythic raid vaults, with the last 2 being a little bit sad, with just singular mythic plus vaults. Let's get the boring one out of the way first as always, Mr. Donate. This man has been through so much this tier, but at least his gear has been stacked for a long while. The only thing he's been missing this entire time was his legendary axe. I managed to grab this a week ago on one of our mythic Farak re-kills.
Oh, il y a un légendaire! Il y a un légendaire!
Yo. Unfortunately I wasn't streaming, but I was pretty happy nonetheless. I definitely have dragged my feet with getting it though, because super blooms really aren't my favourite content. But I'm almost done now, and by the end of the stream today, as this video goes live, I'll have the power of a god in my hands. Enough of the cringe. Anyway, the vault this week we are looking for a mythic augury. It's the last item I actually need outside of the other mythic Farak trinket, Rage Heart. Well, that's a bit disappointing. The cloak, gloves and ring I don't need, and the pips I'd only use for Unholy or Frost, but I already have it, so it's looking like it's another socket this week, which actually isn't too bad considering I'm going to be running a Lariat for Mythic Plus once I get it crafted. Next up I think I'll open the 2 baby vaults. We'll start with Nate Brew, as although I only have 1 vault slot unlocked, I'm hoping for some good things for this man. He's been my baby for a while now. I've actually been having a ton of fun playing Brew and Keys recently, and I'm likely going to start bringing it to our Mythic Reclears soon. Who knows, maybe I'll be playing some Brewmaster High Keys again. I actually managed to get the Cheat Death trinket already, and there aren't any other tank trinkets I'd like from Mythic Plus specifically, so I think I'm just going to go Windwalker loot spec. Now, I believe this is actually a pretty good trinket for Windwalker and Keys, so I mean, I'll take that. It's been fun to blast some whenever I'm booted off my tank spot by the girlfriend, assuming she's not trying to kill me. With the warrior up next, I feel like I'd be letting his legacy down, not to mention that this was a ton of fun to play in Vault of the Incarnate's Race to World first.
Bring it out now. These are going to be synced up. This is dangerous. You can charge it now, Nate. Charge in. These are perfectly synced.
I've actually had a soft spot for Warrior since then, and despite not wanting to actually play it because of the spec's power right now, I really enjoy it. Before they nerfed the tier set on PTR, I was actually, kind of hyped to play it again. I thought it would be absolutely insane, and it was looking like that, but then they gutted it last second, which was a little bit sad, but it is what it is. Happens all the time. I'm not actually expecting much from this vault, but I'd be surprised if I didn't loot an item on this man given the state of his gear. Oh, gloves are good. Nice little upgrade for the warrior man. Just need to catalyze them and we're good to go. Okay, so now we have the babies out the way. Let the upgrades come flying in with our demon hunter up to the plate. I'm actually really desperate to get the Farak tank trinket on this character for pushing keys. It'd be really ideal. So I'm going to stick to Vengeance loot spec once again and let's see what we get, I guess. Well, that's not a Rage Heart. We don't need the glaive, cloak or gloves, and the neck we don't actually need because we're going to be making the swap to Lariat for Mythic Plus. So socket it is, I guess. I'm getting deja vu to my DK we just opened, damn. They say you should always leave the best till last, and that's clearly what we've done here, so buckle up, this paladin is about to have some god tier loot. Now I could stick with prot loot spec for the chance of the weapon or higher eye level tank trinket, but I think I'm actually going to go fish for the mythic augury once again, and we're going to go Ret. That's not too bad to be honest. I could use those risks, so at least I'm actually picking an item this week. I thought about picking the weapon to play Ret, but let's be honest, I'm not going to play that unless I have legendary. So yeah. And with that guys, make sure you go follow my Twitch and I'll see you next time.